there, good looking. Join me for this no dumbbells required upper body strengthening workout. That is right, we will strengthen the chest, back, arms, and shoulders using no dumbbells. The only piece of equipment that I do need you to have though is access to a wall. And you may also want a chair, or you could have a bench or a side of your couch, side of a coffee table available for some of the push-ups. Now, FYI, don't think that this is just a whole bunch of push-ups thrown at you for the next 30 minutes. It's not, all right? But if you're like me and don't really like push-ups, then you will want that chair just for the first drill that we're doing. Okay? Awesome. Let's go get warmed up. Hello there and welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com as well as over50fitness.co. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button and that like button before we get sweating. And if you're enjoying this workout ads-free on the Over 50 Fitness app and you're doing this in real time, welcome to day 26 of your May Muscle Hustle Challenge. Now let's get right into the warm-up. As we warm up, I'll chat about the workout. Now, as I mentioned, you need access to a wall and we need access for the very first drill. I want to work mobility up the upper body for our warm-up drill. So let's start seated, back up against a wall. Knees are bent, and then push your tailbone so it's against your wall. Draw your shoulders back so the shoulders are against, and then slide your chin in so the back of the head is against the wall. Bringing the arms up, trying to get the knuckles against your wall as best you can. Slide the arms straight up and down. So this is working the muscles in the mid-back area called your lower traps, which tend to be a little weak and can cause some postural issues. In addition, we're getting some range of motion and mobility into the shoulder. Now, as we do this, I want you to be aware that that low back is anchored against the wall. And as I said, you're doing your best to get the backs of your hands against the wall. It might be challenging if you're tight in the upper body. Good. Should be getting a little warm now in the shoulders and mid-back area. Excellent. Here we go. Last 4, 3, 2. Bring the elbows right down, and 1. Woo, beautiful. Take yourself on your mat, lying on your right side. Take your right hand and anchor the knees. Left hand behind the ear. Bring that left elbow so it comes forward right in front of your head. And now rotate and bring it back. See if you can get that arm to touch the mat behind you. Do it again. So working shoulder and T-spine now here. So we start this workout with a descending ladder between an ab exercise and a push-up drill. I'm going to have a chair nearby because those of you that have been with me, you know that push-ups are not my strong suit. So I'm probably going to have to build the ground up for me to be able to finish the drill. I recommend you do the same if push-ups are not one of your favorite exercises. And if push-ups are your favorite exercise, you're weird. Just joking. But you're not the norm. Most people hate them. And let's flip to the other side. What a way to start a workout, hey? You're weird. All right, we're going to anchor the knees. We're going to bring them forward. So that's going to make sure that we keep that low back quiet while we open up and close. Hand is light behind that right ear now. And as best you can, we want the back to hit the back mat there. We have 10. Last 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Bring yourself into high plank. You can be modified on the knees, otherwise off of the toes. Now, I want you to keep the hips quiet. Deal? Perfect. Wrists under shoulders, feet apart. Yes, good. Now, rotate the arm going backwards like a backstroke. Good. Warming up core and shoulders here. We have 10. Last 4. 1 more each arm. And come on into a standing position. Excellent. Big arm circles now. Go backwards. Good. Knees are soft, abs engaged. Last 3, 2, 1. Now bring the arms in front and reach up into a letter V. So you're going to go slightly behind the body if the shoulders allow you to, but really keep that core tight. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Okay, we are starting the ladder drill. So have your chair nearby. You can also use the side of a couch, side of a coffee table, a bench. If you're in a gym, that works out even more beautifully. Our ladder drill starts 10 reps and we ladder down to 2. All right, so 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Double crunch to push-ups. If I move to the next exercise and you're not done yet, finish off your set because we'll have a few seconds after the descending ladder for you to catch up. All right, and hey, actually you can push pause too so you can catch up to me. Yeah, there you go, PJ. Yeah, they're on a video. All right. It's going to be one of those kind of workouts, you guys. I hope you're ready for some comedy. Here we go. Now, we've got 2 options here. Let me quickly show you. This is a double crunch. We have 10 of them. All right, this is where you'll be if you need to modify. Otherwise, everybody else, arms up. Ready? No? What, are you just watching me exercise? Come on, get your butt on the ground. All right, here we go. We got 10. Let's go. 10. 2 more. Last one. Good job. All right, push-up drill. Now, on the knees or toes, if your push-ups are strong, wrists are just a little wider than the shoulders. When we come down, and this is uber important, listen, when we come down, I want those elbows pointing back so that essentially the elbows and the head kind of make an arrow shape. We do not want those elbows to flare out. That's a recipe for shoulder disaster. All right, we got 10. Ready, set, and go. Look up for me, not down. Keep that neck alignment. Keep that core tight. This is essentially a moving plank. And then if you need to build your ground up, right, your hands are elevated. Uh-oh, I lost count. Damn it. I got one job counting and I screwed it up already. I'm going to say that's 10. Yep, comedy hour. All right. Double crunch, hands behind you or arms out. We have 8. You ready? Go. Now you have push-ups for 8. Let me show you what it looks like elevated. Bum is in, hands are up, and go. So for those of you that have been with me, most of my community for a while, and push-ups on the ground don't work for you, I don't want you to do push-ups against the wall because you're actually too strong for that as well. This is a great workaround. Hands are elevated. Keep those elbows though in, not flaring out. You have 8 of them. Chest all the way down. And double crunch for 6. Get yourself set up and go. Beautiful. Push-ups for 6. You choose, hands elevated, on the ground, knees or toes. Oh. I tell you, push-ups are the spawn of Satan. All right, here we go. Double crunch for 4. Get set up, push-up drill. Hands are elevated or down here. Ready? We have 4. Chest to ground if you can. All right, last round. 2 of each, everybody. Shake it out when you're done. All right, we're going to give it a few heartbeats for those of you that are finishing up. Don't skip it. Finish it. Okay, good. When you're ready, you can move your chair out of the way, and we're going to begin the actual workout. That was just your warm-up drill. Trainer's humor. No, it isn't. We're going to move into the next circuit of exercises. Okay, for the first exercise, you need access to your wall. Take your right hand up on the wall, and from this position, you're going to have the legs out a bit, so you're on a bit of an angle like that. All right? From there, bend the elbow, come towards your wall, and push out. So you're holding a plank while we're doing this one-arm side push-up. You ready? All right, get yourself set up, shoulders back and down, and come down. Whew. 45 seconds are on the clock. Then we'll shake it out, and we'll do the other side. Now I'm bending my elbow. My forearm's not coming all the way to my wall. If yours can, great. And then position your hand forward or behind the shoulder and see what feels best for your shoulder joint. But essentially, that's what I look like, okay? Sorry, I don't have a camera angle here where you can see when I'm against a wall. So this is putting a lot of emphasis on your triceps. And then, like I said, it's a moving plank as well. We've got the obliques fired up, hips fired up. Couple more. And shoulders. Woo! Time. Woo! A lot of shoulder. We'll do the other side, and then we come back to the arm we just finished here for a side plank. All right? Just giving you a heads up. So where's your setup? You want the wrist just a little below the shoulder. And now come in and out. Other hand on the hip. Feet are stacked. Straighten the arm completely. Go through that shoulder, that elbow, full range of motion. Position the hand slightly in front or behind. See how it feels for you. You just don't want it too high up or too low. So my wrist is just a bit below my shoulder height. So whatever arm is here hanging out on your hip, that's the side you're going to go down on for a side plank. We have 2 rounds of everything. Time. All right, so this free side, let's take it. Elbow under the shoulder. Now we'll start with the modified and build from there. I'm going to stay on that bottom knee, hip is up, ear away from the shoulder, leg is straight, hands behind the ear. Rotate the elbow under and then come on up. If you can't twist the spine, you'll just stay in a static hold. Then if you want to increase, feet stacked, full side plank. "45 seconds here, and then we'll set ourselves up for the other side. So got core involved, shoulder involved. Woo. Time. Woo, baby. That's a good one, huh? That's a keeper. Okay, so let's start modified, and then you can join me as I step it up. Elbow under shoulder, remember, that's super important. Knee on the ground, lift the hip up, hand behind the ear, rotate under if you want to join me on the rotation, and then open right up. Want to make it more challenging? Feet stacked. So this is the last exercise of the series. We'll go back to standing against the wall. One arm side push-ups. Time. Woo! That's a good one. All right. Whatever hand was up above, all right, behind the ear, that's the one that's going to start with the push-ups. Remember, your feet are away from the wall. You're on a bit of an angle. Ready? Come down, whoo, and press. So the body's going towards the wall as one unit. So that's where this can turn into a moving plank, just like a push-up. Feeling its shoulder, maybe even behind the shoulder, around the rotator cuff area. And then our triceps are also working big time. Oh, my triceps are burning out. This is so awesome. Is this awesome? Are you excited as I am? I am super excited that we can do this without dumbbells. This is so cool. Time. Whoa. Woo. And for those of you with osteoporosis, we're building bone up here and into the neck and wrist. That's good stuff. Here we go. If you don't care, you should. As we get older, it's a real risk. Here we go. So we strength train so that we keep this bone density, in addition to keeping the muscle strength, keeping our tendons strong, so that you can go out to do things that you enjoy to do, like running. I always recommend people, if you want to start a running program, let's get your strength training first and strengthen all the stabilizers, strengthen your connective tissue, get your core strong, and then start the walk-run program. You'll most likely have more success with that. I see a lot of new runners go out there and start running and they injure themselves because we need to strengthen first. All right, so whatever hand is hanging out here on your hip, that's the one that's going to go, that's the side we're going to go on the mat. Time. Whew. All right, so side plank. We'll get set up on the knee, and then if you'd like to join me on increasing the intensity, we can. So knee on the ground, elbow and shoulder lined up, lift up, hand behind the ear, and rotate under. And if you'd like, stack the feet. This is our last set. We're moving on after the side planks. Time. Woo! All right. You ready? Of course you are. Here we go. Ready? Elbow under shoulder. I know I'm nagging, but I'm nagging for a reason. Here we go. Hand up. Good. Now feet stacked if you want to join me. When you lift up, I want you to be right up there. Elbow pointed directly up towards your ceiling. In less than 30 seconds, we're lying on our back, which is ironically my husband's favorite exercise. Supine. And then doing nothing after that. Oh, bless his heart. Here we go, a couple more. Time. Woo! All right, I'm going to show you a really cool way to hit your upper back muscles without using dumbbells. On your back, as mentioned, knees bent. Now bring your elbows so they're resting on the ground, shoulder height, palms are off the ground. Now push with the upper arm, squeeze the shoulder blades together, breathe, and then lower. So it's an isometric hold up here. You can tuck the chin in a little bit so that the neck doesn't fatigue. So really digging into the ground with your elbows, and then once you get yourself up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. You're not really necessarily crunching up either, you're kind of lifting straight up. And then as I said, you can tuck your chin in a bit if the head and the neck's starting to fatigue. Time. Hands light behind the ears for me. Extend the legs straight up. Moving into just an ab exercise. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Slowly lower the left leg, keeping the belly button engaged, low back on your mat, and then the right leg. Good. So the whole purpose of this exercise is to keep that low back anchored. Now, if you'd like to increase the intensity, lift up the upper body and isometrically hold the upper body here while we lower each heel to the ground. Be slow and controlled, and then breathe. We're seated for some tricep dips in about 10 seconds. Time. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Hands are behind you. Fingertips can point out a little bit if that's comfortable for you. From this position, give me a tricep dip. And then make sure that the hands are positioned so that you can go all the way down onto the forearms. So you may need to bring your hands further back or closer towards you. Once you've got that, hold the position with the upper body so there is some core engagement, and then let those triceps do their job, which is extending the elbow. Now, allow both forearms to hit the mat at the same time. You're going to find your more dominant side wanting to kick in. You may even find you're leaning to that side too. So I want you to be aware of that. Whew. One more. Time. All right, heels close. We're going back to just isolating into the abs. Heels close to the bum, hands light behind the ears. Exhale, you're going to curl everything off your mat and back down. If you can't do any type of crunching, I want you to do a dead bug. Coming into a high plank for the next exercise. Your abs should be getting warm by now. Time. All right, high plank. Now you'll see in the alternative screen, I'm on my knees, so you can follow suit with that. Otherwise, high plank, feet apart. We rotate into a T position and then the other direction. Ready, set, go. When we rotate, both the inside edge and outside edge of my runner are hitting my ground. My wrist is underneath the shoulder, working core as well as shoulders here. We pause for a heartbeat when that arm is up there. And we're trying to line that top wrist and shoulder. In 10 seconds, lying on your belly to work into your low back, and then continuing some postural work. Time. Feet apart, mat width, arms in so they kind of look like the letter W. You lift the chest and then lift the arms up, squeeze the shoulder blades, and release. Feet stay on the ground, chin stays tucked in once you've seen me. Ready? And here we go. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and lower. So the arms look like a W, working into our posture muscles as we lift and squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then working into the big muscles in the base of your low back as you extend and lift the chest off your mat. So this is our last exercise of the series. We go on our backs with the knees bent when the timer goes. Time. Whew. All right, posture press. Here we go. Upper arm parallel to your floor, hands off the ground. You're going to push into the ground, squeeze those shoulder blades, tuck the chin in a little bit, and then lower. Do it again. Alternating leg down, coming up. George is just standing off camera staring at me. George, you coming in? Come here. Come here. Oh, but that would mean stepping over the cord of the light. Oh. Nope, he's not coming. Oh, he's such a wimp. All right, legs straight up. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Alternate your heel drop. Good, then the other leg. Don't let the low back lift. And then if you want to add more, lift the upper body. For those of you that are unfamiliar with me, I have a big German Shepherd who is terrified of all the lights that are around me when I film. So his dilemma right there was he would have had to step over one of the cords past the lights to get here. And he is not ready to face his fears yet. Oh. I know I have a neurotic dog because I'm neurotic, because that's the way it is, right? But, oh gosh, he's really neurotic. Time. I question how I am. All right, tricep dips. I'm glad I don't have children. They would need counseling. Ready? And bend those elbows. Woo! Now this is abs as well. You're going to feel the abs. Try to get the forearms all the way down to the ground. Yes, how do you mothers do it? I would be so stressed out that my child's going to be a serial killer or at least some serious counseling. Forget university. Let's save up for the counseling. No, I'm just joking. But my dog is neurotic. I love him to bits, though. But my other dog, Bella, she's my favorite. Sorry, George. Because she listens to everything I say. George is still not there yet. One more. Time. Whew. All right, you ready for some clams? Yeah, ab style. Remember a dead bug if you can't flex the spine. Here we go. Hands light behind the ears. Everything curls up. Exhale as you lift, and then tap the toes to the ground. I would love to know. Share below if you have a neurotic animal in your household. Ooh, baby. Hello, abdominals. Make sure you're breathing, everybody. Time. All right, into a high plank, T planks. Again, remember you can be on the knees for the entire series. So play around with what's going to get you and what feels best for your wrists and shoulders. If you're with me, feet apart so that when we rotate, both the inside edge of your heel and the outside edge of your back leg heel is on the ground. Pause it in that T position for a breath. Wrist and shoulder are aligned. Low back extensions with those W arms coming up in less than 10 seconds. Time. All right, so feet mat width apart. We are keeping those feet on the ground. Arms are coming in, so the elbows are in. Lift the upper body, lift the arms up a little higher, and then lower everything down. Keep the feet on the ground. One more. Time. Woo! All right. Big toes together, knees are open, sit back on your heels, keep the hands wide, forehead to the mat. Come on up, thread the right arm under the chest, palm up, drop yourself down. And then if this left arm, you can walk it up above or walk it around the back, grabbing onto your right thigh if you're able to get a nice stretch in the front of the shoulder there. And back to center. Left arm threads under. Right arm can walk to the top of your mat or wrap it around your back, grabbing onto your left leg now. Back to center. Stretch it into the abs. Forearms are on the ground. Elbows under shoulders, pull the shoulders away from the ears, drop the hips down to your mat, look up ever so slightly, extending the spine, but also getting a stretch in the abdomen. And coming on up, either sitting cross-legged or back on your heels if that's comfortable for your knees, or seated in a chair. Take your right arm, bring it behind, lean away, stretching into the tricep, and spit a side body as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you're here on YouTube and you want to give the Over 50 Fitness community a try, there's a link down below for a free 14-day trial. Or if you're quite comfortable being here on YouTube but would love for me to program your workouts for you and what you should be doing each day, head on over to Patreon. The information's down below. They get monthly workout calendars as a token of my appreciation because it is only due to them that we can keep the YouTube channel going. Here we go, other arm. And those of you in Over 50 Fitness community, day 26, I'm proud of you. We are almost done. Make sure you head to our private Facebook community and let me know what you thought of the workout. And release. All right. Thank you again for joining me. I'm so grateful to have you here. Drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next workout. Bye.